Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a few thrift store makeovers to share with you, which I hope you'll enjoy. So let's go ahead and get started. Today's first project is this simple candle holder with a glass globe, which I found for about $2. The dark stain on this wood piece is not exactly my style, but it's going to make a great base for a crackle finish. Now I have shared using Elmer's glue as a crackling medium before, but it is so much fun and so easy to do that it bears repeating. As you can see, it's simply a matter of adding some glue to the candlestick, using a paintbrush to spread it out, giving it a nice thick layer of glue. Then you just sit back and relax and wait for the glue to dry, or if you're impatient like myself, you can use a blow dryer to help speed up the process. Then take a top coat paint. I'm using Americana's Warm White. It's just a simple, basic acrylic white paint from the craft store, and I'm going to paint it on top. Then you can use your blow dryer one more time to dry the paint and watch as the crackles appear, which is so satisfying. Once the paint is dry, if you want to distress it just a little bit more, you can use your fingernail to scrape along the edges to remove some of the paint. Or if you'd like, you can always use a little bit of sandpaper as well. I like to do this in a couple different spots just to give it a little bit more of a distressed look, which I love. And that is it. So I went through my stash and found a larger, taller globe to use instead of the one that came with the candlestick, which I thought didn't really match it too well. And now I am absolutely loving this little project. It's a great way to add some warm and cozy vibes for this fall season. And now it fits perfectly into my decor style. Today's second project is this gorgeous wall sconce that I found at a vintage shop for less than $20. It still has the wires on the back so that you could hardwire it, but I don't have a spot where I can do that at the moment, so I am going to turn it into a candle holder. That way I can use it right away, and if I ever need to, I can always rewire it if I find a spot where I can use an electric wall sconce. So basically I just took a pair of wire cutters and cut off the wires so that the wall sconce could sit nice and flat against the wall. The next thing I did was gently remove the cardboard sleeve so that I could get to the electrical socket. And then I simply twisted that off because it was much too small for a candle to fit into. As you can see here, it's pretty tiny. I'd have to use a pretty small candle. But you just unscrew that and put that off to the side. Then I carefully replace the cardboard sleeve. And what I'm left with is a perfect place to add a candle. Now mine's a little wobbly because I'm holding it up obviously, but if you do need help keeping a candle steady, get yourself some candle adhesive. Stickum is a really good option. You just place a little bit on the bottom of your candle, place it in your candle holder, and then it keeps the candle nice and steady and secure. For this project, I'm using some flameless candles that fit perfectly, and I absolutely love the warm glow that this gives my living room in the evenings. I am so pleased with this find and the simple modification that I gave it so that I can enjoy it in my home. And since we're talking DIYs, I cannot resist sharing with you my newly finished paint by number kit. You may already know about my love of paint by numbers, but if not, let me introduce you to my new favorite hobby. I was sent some kits from a new to me website that offers great, affordable paint by number kits called Onedaysaving. The kits include the canvas, the paints, the paint brushes, and a picture of the finished product. This is the next paint by number that I'm going to start working on, and I can hardly wait to get started. The canvases come rolled instead of folded, which is not always the case with other companies, and it's so much nicer. There's less wrinkles to have to deal with. The paints are nice and creamy, and I'm just very happy with the overall quality of the kits. Here you can see me working on the teacup paint by number that I just finished up this last week. I absolutely love working on my paint by numbers. I find it so relaxing and so calming and so rewarding that after I'm all done with this work, I get something that I can decorate with, and I just love it. I think it is so much fun, and I highly recommend giving it a try. They have a great selection of affordable paint by number kits with a whole bunch of different styles, so I'm sure that there will be something that will pique your interest so you can try out this really fun hobby. If you go to their website, you will see that they not only offer paint by numbers, they also have a huge selection of diamond painting kits, which is something I've never tried, but I know that it's very popular right now. They also have cross stitch patterns and craft supplies at affordable prices, so it's definitely worth checking out. I will leave the link down below for Onedaysaving, as well as a direct link for each of the paint by number kits that they sent me. They are offering a 5% discount code to my viewers, so that will be listed in the description box also. So take advantage of that and get yourself a paint by number kit to try out. I think you're gonna love it. You know I do. I mean, look at how cute this is. Alright, so getting back to the makeovers, I found this gorgeous wall sconce at the thrift store. There was 2 of them, and I think I spent around like $8. What I'd like to do is give these the look of some really tarnished silver candlesticks. I think this could look really gorgeous, and you guys know how much I love tarnished silver pieces, so this will be absolutely perfect for my home decor. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some basic black acrylic paint with a fan brush and very lightly dry brush on a little bit of the paint. Next, I took a damp sponge and lightly blotted off some of the paint that I just applied. This leaves behind that great textured sort of pitted look that you'll see on tarnished silver. Once I had my technique down, I just worked in small sections, adding the paint and then blotting it off. If perhaps I added a little too much paint, I'd just do a little extra blotting. If I removed too much paint, I'd just add a little bit more paint. But I really found as I worked on this that the key is just a small amount of paint at a time and slightly more blotting than you think is necessary, if that makes sense. And this is how the finished sconce turned out. And I have to say, I'm totally in love. I think it turned out fabulous. It definitely has that tarnished look that I was going for. I love how it stands out against my white walls. And how fun are the red candles? I think this is a keeper. And speaking of red candles, I recently purchased some off of Amazon in preparation for my Christmas decor, and I wanted to share them with you because I think they are really awesome. It comes in a set of 6, and I believe these are 9.5 inches tall. It has a timer, which I think is awesome. You can set it from anywhere between 2 and 8 hours. You can pick between a steady light or a flickering light, and of course you can dim it as well as turn it on and off with the remote, which is super handy. They're made from real wax, which gives it that authentic look. It does have an on and off switch on the bottom too, just in case you lose the remote, which I find very helpful. And I love that they flicker so delicately. I am just super pleased with them. They come in white, cream, red of course, and a fun birch bark looking candle as well, which I think would be really fun for like a rustic Christmas theme. They were only $29 for the set of 6, which I thought was a pretty good price. So I thought I would share them with you. I will link it down below in my description box, as well as any other links for products that I've used in today's video. And today's final project is this adorable vintage cut and sew project that I found at the thrift store. I think if I remember right, it was around $5. It makes a holiday wreath, and I'm going to sew this up today so that I can use it for my tacky Christmas. I think this is going to be so much fun. Have you seen these before? I remember these from when I was a kid, and I just always thought they were kind of really fun and festive. So this one is actually marked 1977. It is made by the Spring Mills Incorporated, and this is pattern number 7413, in case you need to know. So the first thing I need to do is cut out all the pieces. Then, following the printed instructions, I sewed the pieces together. And then I added some stuffing. The stuffing I'm using is actually a pillow that I thrifted, and I just cut it open, and then I'm taking the stuffing out, giving it a good fluff, and then adding it into the wreath. Then I hand stitched it closed. I also hand sewed the bow onto the wreath, which I forgot to record, so I apologize about that. But here is the finished wreath. It's so cute. You're supposed to add a hook on the back to like hang it, but I'm going to use it as like a throw pillow. If you're interested in making something like this, there are sources like Etsy and eBay to find some vintage options. For a modern version, there's a website called Spoonflower. They have a nice selection to choose from. I'll link the ones I've shared here down in the description box if you're interested. And I am just loving how this turned out. I think it is super adorable, and I can't wait to use it for Christmas. So that, my friends, is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's makeovers. I'd love to know what you think down in the comments. I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Take advantage of the links down in the description box for the products that I used in today's makeovers, and of course the link for the website Onedaysaving for a paint by number for yourself. Have yourself a fabulous day, and I will see you very soon. Bye now.